Of course, we've been very privileged to have artists such as Katy Perry, Jessie J, LMFAO, Temper Trap, and many other greats perform at Musexpo. And it's been a great, launching platform because you are in the room with the right people. Being proactive, opens doors of opportunity.
There's really not any other conference as official as this when it comes to our music business.
If you're a good artist and great artist, will you be found?
If you put in the work. Snoop is a legend because he works harder than anybody else I know. Nobody can be successful without consistency and discipline.
Be yourself. Now, if you're yourself, you cannot go wrong. They're gonna like you or not like you. If they don't like you, they don't like you. Can't grab someone and say, watch me or listen to me.
Justin Bieber can figure out how to get from Canada to YouTube to Usher to, the world. It can be done.
For a British act to go around the world is 10 times harder than for an American act to go around the world. And why I say that is because America still controls global culture.
When is an artist like David Guetta, where you have such an enormous cultural movement, at what point does the artist say, I have 22 million followers, and if I go to my fans and say, I'm going to give you a year's worth of music for $2, why does he need anyone else?
They're still artists.
Yeah.
They may know how to connect with that audience and they may know how to build a following, but as far as monetizing it in a way that they reap the benefit of all the different ways their music's being used is a whole different issue.
We've all been to electronic shows. I would kill for the rock bands that I manage to be able to control the audience the way these guys do. They have them in the palm of their hand, they drop, they bring back up. Our bands are restricted to the song. You can't just look in there, be playing, going, oh shit, I'm losing them, skip the chorus, right? Never mind the bridge. You kind of stuck with what you got.
If you look at Skrillex's performance or Gautier or Guetta's performance, you're seeing basically a DJ in the center of this multi-million-dollar light projection system / stage setup. It looks like Cirque du Soleil now, where technology is finding a way through the DJ to really be a part of performance. People can be impressed by that kind of show and technology all around the world, so I think it's going to get even bigger.
The Cirque brought us on board to create this unique moment. In a performance like this, when you have 7 minutes to set up, 12-minute show, and 7 minutes to dismantle, you need to have everyone on the same page. Collaboration is a huge reason why we are here today.
There is a tremendous transformation taking place right now because of the technology shifts. In many ways, these difficult times represent our best opportunity to make the changes that would be harder to make when everything is going well.
Interesting fact, in 2011, there were approximately 76,000 albums released. 2%, about 1,500, were responsible for 90% of sales. So that means through this method, through others, people have to find another way to earn a living in the music business.
It is really about artists connecting with their fans. And it is the fan that decides the artist's success.
How do we turn our audience into our marketing force by equipping them with the tools to do that and rewarding them and incentivizing them for taking that
first,
action?
get an audience.
Well, you go where the fans are and you profile the fans and you recognize the value that the fans place on themselves.
The next phase of this really requires us to really get more involved in bringing the consumer back to music.
You're only going to restore value through quality and relevance. Part of it is knowing what it felt like, what it looked like, anticipating the moment, celebrating the moment, and reliving it.
That's a really important part of the whole artistic experience, is how they look and who they hang out with and this kind of stuff. And so bringing the photography back to, music, as well as the great, beautiful artwork of the album covers, and so that there's something to actually look at on your high-res TV.
Even what Chris talking about, and hopefully we're going to see quickly going from New Zealand, Australia, and globally, because I think the new currency really we're talking about is this engagement, and that engagement will translate into monetization.
The keys to freedom, they set me free, they're making me believe that if we
We think there's that demo that is, they do have buying power. They are people, and there's going to be this niche that we're going to be able to service with a special package.
That demographic is the one that the sponsors, the brands want to be involved with.
Businesses want to be in business with my bands. We have like these very hipster, tastemaker type bands that appeal to a certain audience that brands just salivate over.
When the brand is cool, artists can't get enough of. They want that presence online and will gladly, participate and cooperate with the brand in any way to get it.
The brand thought that if they paid your band a couple $100,000, that you were going to walk on stage wearing their t-shirt, giving big thanks to Gillette, and shaving on stage. Let us do what we do, which is manage music careers, and bring the brand in a real way so that the consumer doesn't call bullshit.
And if we run, Mama wouldn't let us fall.
This is the Excellence Award being presented for you today.
And so on behalf of the people of Los Angeles and this City of Angels, we honor you, an angel in the City of Angels, and enjoy Chuggy Day in Los Angeles.